Help me ducks, it's Simon here. How is everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a lovely weekend. It's the weekend before Samhain, so it's one of my favourite times of the year. Hence the kind of creepy music that was just playing before everybody got here. So I don't know what people's plans are for Samhain, but if you want to share them, do pop them in the chat. I'm just going to say hello to everybody who's here. So we've got, first one in was Ramon. Hi, Ramon. Sending you blessings and love always. Thanks for another live. Hi to all. Well, welcome, Ramon. And we've got Tamsin. Welcoming everybody that's watching. Have a fabulous day. Michelle can't be here tonight. She's, Spanish tapas. That sounds nice. Happy birthday to your mum, and she's going to watch later. And we've got Rob. Hello, Rob. Nice to see you. Joanne. Hi, Joanne. Beautiful Glastonbury vlogs and haul. There were still two things I'd forgot, which I'll show you in a minute. You know, when I did the haul video and I was like, there's a pile of stuff here. I piled something on top of something else. And it wasn't till afterwards, I was like, oh no, I've forgotten to message Sandra. I was like, I forgot to show. She's like, just show it Saturday. Well, welcome, Joanne. And we've got Joanne's sister, Celia's here as well. Hi, lovelies. Hope you're all well. And blessed Samhain. Blessed Samhain to you too, Celia. Sandra's here. Hello, Sandra. How are you? And we've got Vintage Moon. And we have Tycon. Hello, Tycon. Nice to see you. Anne. We have Anne and Elspeth and Emma. Hello. We've got a circus today. Yeah, it does sound a bit circusy, doesn't it? A bit creepy circus. Something like out of American Horror Story or something. Douglas. Hello, Douglas. Maharet is here. Hello. How are you, Maharet? And Mike and Vanessa, hello you too. And Ravensong, hello. Eternal Cycles, Kate, hello Kate. Pamela, Patrice, hello. Lovely to see you. Vanetta and I rebot here. Is it just got here? If it is, hello to both of you. Tamaya. About to go on the road. Lily Rose. Stephen, hello Stephen. Kim, hello Kim. I've got your card. It came today. Kim always sends a Halloween card, which is really nice. They're not a thing over here. And we have cards for every occasion. I mean, they probably are. I've just never seen them, and I've never received a Halloween card other than from the lovely Kim. But it came today just in time, which is really good because we've got a month of postal strikes. I think it was Sandra that was saying there's only something like, is it 7 days out the whole month where we're going to get mail? Ellie's here. Hello, Ellie. Nice to see you. And long hair, skinny eye toe. Nice to see you. Maruta. A up, Simon. A up. Nice to see you. And happy birthday to Maya Spirit. Oh, happy birthday to Maya. Chris is here. Hello. And Chris has a birthday on Tuesday, I believe. Day after Halloween. So happy birthday for Tuesday, Chris. Oh, Kim's going to be attending a Samhain ritual tomorrow. That sounds fun. Guess who got the Whispers of Lord Ganesh today? You got it, Stephen. I take it you got the matte version. I always worry about buying online in case they've still got some old stock. Like, I really took potluck trying to get a gold gilded Marielle. They were like gold dust, but they literally were. And I was looking, everybody else was buying them, and they were still getting the same old ones. But I got mine from Book Depository and not Amazon. I think that was the thing. Sandra, is that you? Love the channel name. Yes, so Chris, whilst we was in the Isle of Avalon, Sandra was saying how she wanted to link everything up. Her Instagram has always been called Spirit of Avalon. So I said, we'll do it. What a great place to start it, you know, actually here. So we did it, sat in the Chalice Well Gardens overlooking the well, and changed her name. Is this your old channel name? No, what was Sandra's channel name before? I used to remember that. Kelly, charmed viewer. I'm glad you could make it today as well. Lovely to see you. Anita, Kat, Nancy, Nicole. Yes, Matt, Sir Stephen. A butterfly, hello, and Gillian. So lovely to see everybody. Hope you all got a cuppa, and this is the mug that I got from Avebury that I showed when I did the Glastonbury haul. It's lovely because it's stoneware, it keeps the drink really hot. So I think it's because your Insta name, I've recognised it. It was Sandra and Tarot. That was it, Sandra and Tarot. I wonder how many times, Sandra, you'll do a live, not a live, because you haven't done a live. I wonder how many times you'll do a video and start off and saying, it's Sandra at the Whispering Well. I was like that when I changed my channel name. I kept slipping up and having to refilm it. It's force of habit. So what I forgot to show you the other night, two things. One is just a window sticker that I got of the Green Man. And I got this from the Chalice Well Gardens, from the gift shop there. And it's a beautiful two-sided peel and stick window art in luminous colour, translucent art. But I love the Green Man, so that's going to go on my window because I get the afternoon sun anyway and evening sun. So I got that. But hello, Kay. I don't know the eagle-eyed amongst you. When I did the vlog on during our stay, I was talking about the things that had been left behind in the cottage for us to enjoy, like the altar as well as all the condiments and things like that. But where we sat at the dinner table in the kitchen, there was a little inlet that it was a window, but it went back quite a way, so they've got a big kind of surface area. And one of the things that got in there, and I think I mentioned it on the vlog, was a like a little egg timer, but it was filled with iron filings. And Kay said, "Love the cottage." Oh, I love that cottage. I want to move in permanently. And it was accredited to the Chalice Well because the Chalice Well observe a minute silence twice a day at 12 noon and 3 p.m. And the box that they had was just a bog standard, like you'd get from a hardware store. And it had a brown wrapper over it that was saying it was, you know, Chalice Well. And we were fascinated. We kept turning it around and watching the formation of these iron filings. And that's the idea. You just kind of look at this this timer and watching the formation, and it just shuts everything else out for just a minute at a time. And I said to Sandra, when we go to the Chalice Well, if they've got one in the shop, I'm going to get one because I loved it. I really loved it. And as we walked in to the shop, I just turned right, and the first thing I saw was this. And I said to, is that a little money spider or something? I thought a little like a little tiny spider or something. Ooh, isn't that, if you feel something like a web or a spider, isn't that an indication of something like your third eye chakra opening? I don't know. I seem to recall that somewhere. Anyway, so this is the Chalice Well silent minute timer. And it was the first thing I saw. And I said to Sandra, look at that. Walked in, the first thing I looked at. Hello, Carmen. So it has this wooden base with a magnet, because the magnet holds it in place because it's iron filings, it's not sand. I've not even taken this out yet. Or that's very interesting. A minute meditation. Yeah, well, I used to do minute meditations. For those of you that's been subscribed to the channel for a few years, you might recall back in the early days. Oh, that's the thing with polystyrene. I hate it. It's gone everywhere now. Everywhere. I need somewhere to scoop it up into, because it's like sticky. I might just have to dismantle the box. It was meant to be yours, Simon. Carla says, did you get any pens? I've ordered a couple of pens. Carla. Just stay tuned this week. Right, let me get rid of this and then I'll show it you. So it's quite a nice size, and you'll see the iron filings at the bottom there, which act as a magnet. But when you turn it over, can you see, hopefully if I put that behind, the patterns? There's a light shining on it, so it might not be. But it's fascinating to watch because it makes the most amazing shapes. I can still hear that music playing. Can anybody else? That, you know, that circus music, but I've turned it off. Let me just see if I can. It's only very faint. Okay, it wasn't all the way down. Let's put comments back on. So yeah, so there's just something about it that I can hear it. I hear the music too. It was just as I was, because when you're talking, I couldn't hear it, but when I was just showing you that, I was like, how can I still hear that music? Hopefully it's gone now. I'm just trying to pick all the blooming polystyrene bits now. They go everywhere, don't they? The bane of my life, polystyrene. Okay, so yeah, anyway, I was really chuffed to get it, and I just think it's going to be, I'm just going to have it on my desk. I might even take it to work, and actually that was a bad idea, because people pick it up and it will get broken. But I'll have it on my desk here, just to remind me. Look how it's quite, it's because the reflection from the, no, it's gone flat now. Once you take it off, it settles, it goes flat. But it's really cool. Anyway, so that's that. 1 minute meditation timer. And I think we used to, when I studied with the Brahma Kumaris, they used to do 1 minute meditations every hour throughout their day. And they used to call it traffic control because of the traffic of the mind. So if you go to a Brahma Kumaris center, meditation center, every hour, on the hour, you'd hear a ping, and when that pinged, people just stop. They didn't close their eyes, they'd just stop what they're doing, and they'd defocus their eyes, and they'd take 1 minute and then they'd hear a ping again and they'd carry on the conversation or go about their business. And they did that every hour because they were saying that, 1 minute out of 60 is enough. Is it just a minute of silence? Yes, a minute of silence. And you can, the idea, you'd need to look at it to be able to see when it's done. So do you see how it's all fluffy now? But if I take it off, it just drops down to almost like sand because of the magnet. But that focusing on those iron filings doing all these crazy patterns and things just shuts everything else out and gets you to focus on one thing. So it's kind of like mindfulness as well, just being in the present in that moment. I like the idea of 1 minute meditation several times a day. Yeah, it's manageable, isn't it? Lots of people always say, well, I can't meditate because I can't think of nothing. Well, you don't have to think of nothing. Sandra, was we having this conversation this week? I think we were, weren't we? You allow, if the thoughts come, the more you try and force them away, the more you're preoccupied about your thoughts. So if your thoughts come, you just allow them just to come, but just let them pass by, almost like a cloud passing by. Hey up, Becca. How are you, my dog? So that's that. Now, I've left something over. Bear with. I want to show you this as well. Oh, where is it? Oh no. That's really annoying. I've put it somewhere to show. And now I can't find it. I bet I'll find it after I've come off the live. I'll probably... I've got it. So, as I said last week, the birthday that keeps on giving, I had, while I was away, another delivery, and it was from Jen and Elle, and they sent some lovely things. One of the things was this pendant, which is wood. I love wood. It's got a soft felt back as well, so it feels really nice. It doesn't irritate the skin or anything like that, of the Triskel, and it has a fastener. That's going to be the wrong way around. So I really like that. So that was really nice. And I also got a beautiful bag and reading cloth. So a reading cloth. I'll probably do 3 cards with an accompanying tarot bag, drawstring one, which is beautiful. It's lined. Really lovely. So they sent that. And also, they sent me a tarot box with the Hermit on the back. It says made in the USA. But how cool is that? And it just slides up. I love it. I mean, I love wooden boxes anyway, but with the Hermit from the RWS. Just saw something then and I can't catch where I've seen it. Okay, so Kim, oh yes, so you're saying, is it a Shane creation? I think it is. They haven't said it is, but it's very reminiscent of other bags that I've purchased from Shane. And I think they got these things at Newt, and Shane had a stand at Newt's, didn't he? So I would have thought so. I'm not sure about this, if it's saying made in the USA, but the deck I put in here is my Conrad Stain Pam A, the thicker cardstock edition that he did for me, because this is like my go-to, the one that's always out. So so that fits nice in there because it's quite a deep box, so they fit lovely in there. So yeah, thank you Jen and Elle. It was a lovely lovely treat, and it came while I was away and I didn't know, and then I was sitting here yesterday and there was a knock at the door from my neighbour to say, I took this parcel for you early in the week. Simon, Shane made the pendant. Vanetta bought one from Shane at Newt's. I got one of his beautiful flannel tarot bags. What wonderful gifts. I thought they were, but I didn't want to say that they were because they hadn't confirmed that or anything. But I, knowing, you know, Shane's work, I've got numerous bags and I've got boxes and things that I've had in the past. I kind of suspected. So thank you for confirming, Patrice. Did you get to redo your altar? I did, Maruta. I've put a video up yesterday of the new altar. I love it. I really love it. It's having that decluttered and everything's got space to breathe. It's really changed the energy. I was getting kind of there was just so much on there, but everything that was on there I wanted, you know, but I found other places around the home for things. Some things have gone into a box that I've written altar items on that I can bring out at different times of the year, but the way I've got it at the moment is the energy is just perfect for it. So check out the video if you want to see what the new altar space looks like. I'm sure I feel like I'm missing comments. I really enjoyed the altar video. Thank you, Butterfly. Hello, Naomi. Nice to see you. Everybody's loving Sandra's new channel name. Love the box. I have things for all kinds of boxes. Me too, especially wooden boxes. Let me just go back and see if there's anything else that I might have missed. Which deck were you placing it? Is that the Hermit box? That's, I've got my Pame in there. You have a giant head, just teasing. It's the right size to hold you and Satan. What? You have a giant head, just teasing. It's the right size to hold you and Satan. I'm confused. I need to get some Valium, Patrice. Says Becca. You wanting a Valium, Becca? What else? What else? Love the new altar. It looks so nice. Thank you. Simon, I do that. I put different altar items away in a box. Yeah, I think, I mean, I used to put everything in the drawers underneath, or the cabinets underneath, which I still got a few things in there, but then I just feel like I'm cramming things in and shutting the door on them. So I thought if I take them out, the ones I'm not going to use for a while, put them into a box, put them in the, I've got like a little storage space, the one that Becca went live from in my bedroom closet, for the dog, Simon. Oh, Valium for the dogs. Yeah, how are they today? We missed you live last night. It was a shame, but I totally understood why you couldn't go live. That's the thing, isn't it, with fireworks and things. It's the effect that they have on animals. I used to have cats when I lived in my old flat and not allowed them here. But yeah, they used to be absolutely petrified. It's been very quiet. I haven't heard a single firework. But that's because they're not having any displays this year because of council cuts and things. Nottingham was one of the cities that have cancelled their huge display and bonfire evening because it was free. It's always free to go, and they couldn't afford to do it, so they cancelled it. But when I used to live in the suburbs, you would hear them all the time, at least 2 weeks up to bonfire night. And bonfire night is when? Is it Saturday? First, second, third, fourth. Yeah, it'll be next Saturday, won't it? So it's a weekend as well. So there'll be lots of. The good thing about that is you're probably going to get them all done more or less in one night, because when it falls in the week, some people will do them on the actual 5th of November. Other people will do them on the nearest Saturday to it. So Jack Dean says, we've had fireworks happening here for weeks now, all the way up until 3 a.m. last night. Whereabouts are you then, Jack? I take it you're British. I have fond memories of your cupboard, Simon. That was the funniest thing. Becca had gone through, I thought, to bed, and then all of a sudden, Becca Tarot Night Owl Kiss, or I used to call her Becca X Tarot Night Owl, because I didn't realise the X was a kiss, is live. And I thought, what? So I clicked on it, and there she is in my walk-in closet, going live. God, how long ago was that? 4 years. 4 years ago. I'm just joking with you, Simon. The necklace almost struggled to fit over. All right, I'm with you. I tried to be funny. It wasn't funny. So no, it was, but I didn't get the joke. It's because it's one of those where you can extend it, so I can make it quite long, or I can pull and make it shorter. So it was on short, but I do have a big head. I find it difficult to get hats to fit me. That's why I never wear them. I turned on my notifications so I won't miss your vids. Well, that's nice, Maruta. Fireworks started tonight in Lincolnshire. My cat went out earlier, hoping she'll come home soon. And it's so worrying for them. I'm hoping the 3 pups won't be scared by fireworks. We have fireworks. Oh, yes, I read that. So, oh, you're in Birmingham, Jack. That's not too far. You're a Midlander like me. What are all the fireworks for over there? It's for bonfire night. So remember the 5th of November. It's the gunpowder treason plot, where a man called Guy Fawkes tried to overthrow the monarchy and the Houses of Parliament, because the king at the time was going to be in the Houses of Parliament, and he took gunpowder into the basement to blow it up. And so that is considered an act of treason, and so he was burnt. And this is how morbid we are. Every year we celebrate that fact by burning an effigy of Guy Fawkes on a bonfire. To be fair, probably the last 30 years or so, Guy Fawkes effigies have become less, and it's more now as just bonfire night, we call it. But it used to be called Guy Fawkes night. When I was a kid, it was always Guy Fawkes night. And every year in school, we had to learn about the gunpowder treason plot. Yeah. And we used to do penny for the guy. So we used to make our own guys. And go around the neighbourhood knocking on the door, a bit like you do at Trick or Treat, and you'd say penny for the guy, and they'd have a look at your guy, and if they thought it was good enough to burn on a bonfire, they would give you a coin. It was called penny for the guy, but if anybody gave us a penny when I was a kid, 20p, come on. So yeah, and it's gone on for hundreds of years that we do this every year. Guy Fawkes night is 5th of November. Remember the 5th of November. In fact, what is the full poem? Something about gunpowder treason, and let's have a look. Well, it's like an education class, isn't it? Remember the 5th of November. Remember the 5th of November. Guy Fawkes and the gunpowder plot. But the nursery rhyme is... Remember, remember the 5th of November, gunpowder, treason and plot. I see no reason why gunpowder treason should ever be forgot. Guy Fawkes, 'twas his intent to blow up the king in the parliament. 70 barrels of gunpowder below, poor old England to overthrow. By God's providence he was catched, with a dark lantern and burning match. Holla boys, let the bells ring. Holla boys, God save the king. Oh, that's took me back. Let's get chat back open. Where are we? There we are. And let's see if I've missed any comments. Nancy doesn't hear fireworks around now, so my cats are fine. And that's the thing. Like I say, if you're in cities where it's banned, I mean, you're still going to probably get them on the night, people doing them, but it's a continuous bang from now on until the new year. That was so funny. Oh, live from the closet. Becca Potter, the cupboard under the stairs. I've not heard any fireworks yet. I'm getting a doggy in a month. Are you? Hopefully the fireworks will all be done when she gets here. Oh, what breed are you getting, Chris? Oh, little doggy. Oh, I see. That's a cool extension system. Oh, for the... Yes. I'm keeping up. I'm doing all right. Diwali, then Bonfire night. Yes, so big cities like Birmingham, Leicester, where there are big Hindu communities, Diwali celebrations as well. The Festival of Light happens. Thank you for the explanation. She's a rescue, Sandra, crossbreed, mainly pointer. Oh, fab. You'll have to show her off. Let's hope she's not camera shy. When I lived in Wolverhampton, the fireworks went on for weeks. My dog at the time was beyond terrified. Horrible. It is horrible. Calling her Luna. It's a nice name. How old, Chris? I hadn't realised Guy Fawkes Day was so close to Halloween. Yeah, just 6 days apart. Yeah. Penny for the guy. Am I that far behind? Good enough to burn. That's a quality test. It was. I used to have to get my dad or someone to help. I wasn't that creative. Still not really. Do you make parking? I read about that somewhere. Parking. I have heard of park. It's like a toffee, isn't it? I think if it's the one I'm thinking of, then we call it just Bonfire toffee, which is very treacle based. Oh, Bonfire toffee. I love Bonfire toffee. It's making me salivate. Or stand outside of shops. I'd look. I've got 2p. Yeah, standing outside shops as well on the shop corner. Penny for the guy every time somebody came out the shop. Gunpowder, treason and plot. We see no reason why gunpowder treason should ever be forgot. Has anyone seen V for Vendetta? Great film. No, but this afternoon I was looking for a film. I went on Disney, couldn't find anything. I went on Amazon Prime, I went on Netflix, and it was one of those where you just flicking and going, oh, let's try this. Then 10 minutes in, switching it off. I need a good film to watch. Although I'm out for most of the day tomorrow, but people are probably more on Guy Fawkes' side now, I think. Yeah. I think I read a graphic novel originally. Here in Birmingham, the continuous fireworks because both of the festivals, yeah. Clocks go back tonight. gosh, I've forgotten completely. And I've got to be up at 5 a.m. Does that mean I'm getting up at 4 a.m. or 6 a.m. technically? Oh, please, if clocks are going back, if I get up at 5, but they're going back, it's going to be 4. Oh. Ah, but really, if the alarm goes off at 5, really, it would have been 6. So I get an extra hour. It always confuses me. I know it's spring forward and fall back, but I can never work out whether we get that extra hour or lose an hour. Don't worry, she'll feature in a live at some point, no doubt. That's good. Andrew's had them every night this week. Parking is a cake with ginger, black treacle and oats. Sounds delicious. Anything with treacle. She Diaries, see on Apple. I don't have Apple TV. Parking is a sponge cake made with black treacle and it's yummy. Then no, I've never had parking. Is it like a big fluffy cake or is it a condensed cake like a brownie? With it being treacly, I'd imagine it's quite thick. We have Spooks night tonight and Bonfire night next Saturday. Sounds fun. I get an extra hour. Thank you, Chris. Oh, that's good. 6 a.m. Simon, extra hour. Nicole says, good, I really need an extra hour sleep. Your phone will do it automatically. Yeah, the only thing I have to change is my clock in the kitchen. That's the only clock I ever have to do. Clock, radio, watch, because my watch is an Apple Watch. Phones, everything is automatic. So, bye Malamia. I can't see you saying you're going, but I can see everybody saying goodbye. So, set your alarm for 5 still. Your phone will yeah, definitely. The 100 series on Netflix is so good, Simon. Oh, 100 series. I'll have to try and remember that. Do you know, whenever I do this and people recommend, I sit there like on a Sunday and think, what did somebody recommend last night? And I end up going into the live and I'm trawling through. How far into the live was it when somebody reading all your comments? Okay, shall we have a look at a deck together? I've still not opened the Sufi tarot, which is the Hay House deck. I'll just read in the back. Transform your life with the ancient Sufi wisdom. The quest for mystical truth is common to both tarot and Sufism. Sufism, called the path of the heart, is about polishing the mirror of the heart to reflect the divine. Similarly, tarot is about discovering the hidden secrets behind the arcanas. This beautifully illustrated deck creatively re-envisions the cards through a Sufi lens and shares the potency of its ancient teachings and healing techniques. Oh, I've not seen those ones yet. The Sufi tarot looks gorgeous. Our clock's changed next weekend, the 6th. Oh, okay. So is that the same with the States? I know once, I don't know if it was this time or the springtime, but it was like 3 weeks different. Think Jamaican ginger cake, but darker. Ooh, sounds nice. Sounds nice. Our time changes next weekend too in the US. Ah, okay. So it's in a nice 2-part box. Oh, I love the artwork. This will pair nicely with my roomy oracle. Nice sturdy 2-part box. On the inside it says, dare you have the courage to be who you really are. Ooh. Dare you have the courage to be who you really are. That reminds me of a reading that I did for someone this week. Yes, we do November 2. What a chunky book. That's quite impressive. I think that's pronounced Aida. Aida Hussein is the creator. Oh, the only thing I've just seen. Oh no, okay. I thought they'd retitled all the minors because it said staffs. But as I flicked further on, we've got coins, swords, cups, and staffs. I can live with that. Yeah, nice little chunky book, which is 174 pages. I've just heard and I feel so sad now. What's happened? Oh no, what's happened? I can see people saying it's so sad, sending out prayers. Oh, here it is. Can I bring up some sad news for a minute? 100 people were crushed in a crowd surge in Korea at a Halloween event. Oh, I saw something come up on the news about people having cardiac arrests. It's as I was setting up ready for the live. Keep Korea in your thoughts if you would. Absolutely. I saw something about multiple cardiac arrests in Korea, and I was thinking, why is there multiple cardiac arrests? But because they're being crushed. Ugh. Awful, awful. Dedicated to all who have been part of this fool's journey and to those who will be inspired to begin their own. May it be love. So in this book, you get the practice of fall, 3-card spread, the Sufi Tarot 5-pointed star spread, about the major arcana and about the minor arcana. And then the cards are major arcana, staffs, cups, swords, coins. And I'll just give you a little bit of the flavour. The Sufi Tarot is the way of bringing together two traditions that I love. Two traditions based in healing and transformation that are often viewed as being distinct. The similarities, however, are endless. The journey, the symbolism, the art, the history, the elements, and the colours merge into a commingling dance of joy as wave upon wave of love and healing washes down upon us. What greater joy for Sufi than to be able to bridge that which appears dissimilar. For me, the process involved meditating on each card and allowing that which came through to create something new. Sufism is the mystical dimension of Islam that is not limited to one religion. And that's what I really liked about Sufism, because when I first heard about it and I heard that it was of an Islamic tradition, I thought it would be like I forgot what the two distinct groups of Islam is now. Is one Shiite and I can't remember the other, but it's a mystical kind of branch away. It's where you see the twirling dervishes, and it fascinates me. So it's not limited to any one religion, rather it embodies the essence of the revelations of all prophets. It teaches us to look beyond the physical with the eyes of the heart to uncover the hidden and the esoteric on the way to becoming whole versions of ourselves. Similarly, the tarot is a tool for self-development and transformation based on the hidden messages and spiritual lessons of 78 cards. The arcana or secret of each card pushes us to discover deeper realms of our own being. Sunny, yes, that's it. Sunny, thank you. Okay, so let's take a look. That's the inside of the box with this beautiful pattern. It's quite faint on camera, but lovely sturdy box that we seem to be getting a lot from Hay House. It is quite a large deck compared with like a US Games type card. Okay, so comparing the size, it's a little bit taller but wider. It's kind of like an oracle size. Oh my gosh, this artwork is beautiful. If you think something like the Good Tarot, that's that size, Karen hello, Karen. Nice to see you. You've changed your name, haven't you? Well, your YouTube name, anyway. I haven't made any of the lives for a while. Love the Glastonbury bar. Thank you. Well, welcome. It's lovely to have you here. It is a thick deck. These are the backs, which I think are stunning. I mean, look at the detail in that. Really gorgeous. They are borderless. Cardstock is nice and thick. It's matte, soft and silky. Love those backs. I know they're beautiful, aren't they? Okay, so they do have different titles, but the book gives you the alternative. So, for instance, the Fool here, the 0 card, is called Salic. But when you go to the book, it tells you Salic is the Fool, and you get an upright, reversed, and then about the card. So the Salic is the journeyer or wayfarer on the spiritual path. Known as the Fool in traditional tarot, the Salic is anything but. She represents the childlike innocence of the soul in search of truth. Here we see her taking her first steps on her journey, propelling herself forward into the vast expanse of sand that lies in front of her, leaping into the void without knowing what lies ahead, while harbouring full faith that she will be taken care of. It goes on. I'm just giving you an essence. It's quite a bit of information. And then you get a contemplation. So what baggage must I shed to move forward? What beliefs and patterns keep me from progressing on my path? And then you get an affirmation. I move forward towards my life purpose with joy and ease, knowing I am divinely guided and protected. So it kind of reminds me a little bit of light seers, especially with like the patterns and things and the position of the birds in the sky. Hello, Flagella. Like a magic carpet. So the images are really pretty, and that's what sold me on getting the deck. It was in Labyrinth Books in Glastonbury, and I picked it up and I said, oh, Sufi tarot, I've never even heard of it. And Sandra said it's not been out that long. And like I said, I've got books on Sufism. Rumi was a Sufi mystic and poet. Love works of Rumi. So then we have the Alchemist for our magician. And I might be pronouncing these wrong, but Mashida for our High Priestess. That is gorgeous. Shabanu, the Empress. Back again. Lightseer's Tarot, one of my favourites. We have the Sultan as the Emperor. Look at that card. Pia for our Hierophant. Oh, liking these, I think I need, as I don't already have enough. Yeah. Oh, look at our lovers. That's beautiful. Look at those wings in the sky. Gorgeous. We have our Chariot. Love the Emperor, says Sandra. What's happening today? All sorts. At the minute, Lee, I'm just going through the Sufi tarot. Here we have the Strength card. The colours are beautiful in this. It never shows up that well on a Mac, but they're crisp and sharp. I love the fact that they're borderless. Look at the lemniscate. Really beautiful. Our hermit is the dervish, but look at this. The hermit in his cave. What good energy in the art, says Joan. Yeah. The card backs as a magic carpet. I like that idea. Yes. Transporting you on a journey. Here's a twirling dervish, but it's the wheel. Clever. I like that. A doll for the Justice card. Look at that. Taslim for the Hanged Man. Then we have the Death card. I'm not quite sure how we would pronounce that. Maut? Not quite sure. But that is a powerful image, isn't it, for a Death card? Love it. Just walking towards that light, the source. These are beautiful. Here we have our Temperance card. I love that balance between the water and the earth. I just might need this deck. Here is our Devil card. Look at those chains. Very shadowy. Trying to get it so it, and if I do that you won't see. Maybe like that. The Tower. Damn you, Simon. Bought it. Only came to support you. Gosh, that was quick. What card did you get up to, Karen, before you hit buy? Sitara for the Star, which is beautiful. Oh, I love the Moon. You can just see the shadow of the two hounds at the bottom. Look at that for a Moon card. The Sun card is gorgeous. Charms. And then we have what would be the Judgment card. They look like they're mummified. Don't know, about 5 minutes ago. Not far in then. And here is our World or Universe card. Look at the elements in each corner. That's beautiful. Moon is amazing. It is, isn't it? So that's the majors. They're all stunning. Even though they're retitled, I would have perhaps preferred, like they've done in the book, to have the traditional title with it, perhaps. But they're numbered. you know, and if you know the tarot, then you know that if you're pulling number 5, that you're getting the Hierophant. Okay, so running out of space. Let's go a little bit quicker through the minors. So we have our staffs now. We have the Ace of Staffs. Lots of fire energy here. I saw a walkthrough just recently. It's definitely on my list. 2 of Staffs. So it is following the kind of RWS symbolism. 4 of Staffs. Watched Simon's Hall and I ended up buying Witch's Diary, frothy candles and an oil burn. Andrea. Yeah, I do. This Witch's Diary though is the best that I've seen in a long time. I'm getting a collection coming together now for next year's planners and diaries and things. So 5 of Staffs, looks like a polo game. Cardstock is lovely. 6, 7. Oh, I like the 8 of Staffs. You can see the world in the background on that. 9. And then we get the 10 of Staffs. So for our courts, we have daughter, son, Malika, and the Shah. So daughter of Staffs, I'm assuming would be the page. The son for the knight. What's a frothy candle? Is it fluffy? Emmy, it's from Star Child. They're quite thick candles and they look frothy. They do weep a bit, so you just have to be careful that you've got it on a surface with a bowl that will catch. The Malika and the Shah. The Mists of Avalon Oracle is beautiful. I watched the live sunrise at the tour in Glastonbury. I just wished I was there so much. And then we have our cups. Ace of Cups. Oh, this one is sweet. Look at the 2 of Cups. How adorable is that? I love that. 3 of Cups. 4. 5 is really clever. I like that. The 2 that are fallen and smashed. Sorry, the 3 that are fallen and smashed. 6. 7. I like the interpretation of the RWS images and how they've been done for this deck to fit the theme. 8. Hello, Inked Witchy Girl. Nice to see you. Is the 5 of Cups wearing a wedding dress? Ooh, is it a Miss Havisham type thing, Chris? I think it's just more kind of, although it looks like there's a veil, I think it's more kind of like a traditional, perhaps a sari or something. Although white is often used or worn over there to represent grief. So, you know, with it being the 5 of Cups, I wonder if that's why depicted in plain white. when the Dalai Lama came to Nottingham, oh gosh, 2008, so what's that, 14 years ago, and a few Buddhists from all different Buddhist schools and traditions were invited to have an audience with him in a very small room, probably only twice the size of this front room. We got to meet him and shake hands and talk to him. But one of the things we was told is you can't wear white. You're not allowed to wear white at all because it would be seen as disrespectful. 9 of Cups. 10 of Cups. I love that cloth that's got the rainbow. Then we have Daughter of Cups. Yes, in Japan they wear white for funerals. Yeah. There was a reason why we couldn't wear black either. So I went in tan coloured trousers and a blue shirt. We wasn't allowed to wear black, and I can't remember why. It wasn't allowed to wear any white or black. But always remember white because it was associated with death and funerals. And I thought, wow, that's so polar opposite to us. Our swords, we have the Ace of Swords. I love how that's cutting through. And you've got these dark clouds and then the blue sky bursting through. I love that. He was lovely and funny. He was so funny. He wasn't what I expected at all. I thought that he'd be very quiet, you know, wouldn't say too much. And he was chatty and he was telling funny tales. He was talking about, because he'd stayed in Nottingham City, because he filled the arena for something like 5 nights. But if you bought a ticket to go, you went each night because it was a different kind of talk that he was doing. And it was sold out. And when he came to us, we was down by the River Trent, by the embankment in the what we call the town hall, and was in this very small room. And he said, "Oh, peace." He said, "I don't know how you people of Nottingham get any sleep." But it was fascinating. He was talking about how he doesn't have a home. He has 3 possessions. You know, people were giving him gifts. And he was like, thank you. And there's all presenting him with these gifts. And he's like, I can't keep any of them. He has to give them on, pass them on. Because he doesn't have any possessions, no worldly possessions. Oops, sorry, that was wrong. 4 of Swords. Oh wow, look at the 5 of Swords. 6. 7. Spending quite a time on this, longer than I thought, so I'll go a little bit faster. That is a powerful 8 of Swords, isn't it? Wow. Wow, I really like that image. I don't know why, it just really speaks to me. I think it's the shaft of light, how she's blindfolded but also right up against these blades. I can only just kind of make her out through them. 9 of Swords, the Nightmare card. Because black is for mourning. So is it white for funerals and black for mourning? And then the 10 of Swords. And we have our daughter. How liberating to have no worldly possessions. I know that's where I fail as the Buddhist part of my practice, because you're supposed to have non-attachment, but I do like stuff. Clearly. I like stuff. The Malika. Beautiful card. And the Shah. Gorgeous coin, ace of coins. So it's coins rather than pentacles. 2. 3. 4. 5. We're still talking about the difference between black and white. No fails, just lessons, Simon. Yeah. Oh, the 7 of coins is gorgeous. Look at that. Try and get it where you can see it clearly without a glare. Beautiful. The 8. Got the dervish in the background. What a stunning deck. Really, really beautiful. I'm so pleased that I bought it. And it wasn't expensive, really. To say that I was buying from a shop, it was £21, which, you know, for a deck of this quality is really good. Are they the wrong way around? Daughter. I've got no Shah. I've got no Shah of coins. I've got daughter of coins, son of coins, and then the Malika of coins. No Shah unless I've missed it somewhere in the deck, but yeah, no, there's no Shah. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Daughter, son, Malika. And colour, it's gorgeous. That 6 of coins is very like the Light Seers. Yeah, a few of the images remind me of the Light Seers, Chris. Let's have a look which one you was referring to. Yeah, that one. You will have to contact Hay House. Yeah, I will. They send them if there's missing cards. Is it stuck to the bottom of the box? No, because I showed the pattern, didn't I? The pattern in there. And yeah, there's nowhere else. So it's not here. But I will contact Hay House and tell them, and then they'll send another one in the post. I was going to pull a card from this, but then I feel like we're missing a card. But how are we doing for time? We've got plenty of time, but I'll pull a card anyway, so then we can have a look and have a look at the book as well. Now, next Saturday, I'm going to do it's what I mentioned last week. I've not done one for a while, but you know, Simon Asks. So come and have a cuppa and answer some thought-provoking questions. I think it's about 18 months since I did the last one, and people have said that they enjoyed them, and when am I doing them again? So if you want to come on next week, then let me pop my email address up there. Drop me an email, and I don't really think I want more than, I don't know, 5. So there's 6 of us because of our slot on the screen. But if you want to come on, let me know. And what we'll do is I'll prepare some questions. Getting these in a right mess. I'll prepare some questions and you can answer them live and share your thoughts. Oh, I need to put the comments back on. Should be called Simon Says. But it's asking. I actually just had a deck replaced, missing the Knight of Wands. First time I've ever had that happen. I've had it a few times. I had it with an Il Manigello deck. I had it with Lo Scarabeo with their, when they brought out their, what was it called? Visconti Sforza, or was it the Madrone? It was a Kickstarter, and that had a missing card. So it's happened a few times, but frowning at Hay House. It's just a thing. It's not, you know, not a major thing. It's how they respond that's key. They get one straight out. I had a damaged card once from Schiffer in my first Gaian Tarot, and they sent out a replacement card straight away. So okay, split tape on the top. We have the Ace of Coins. So it's time to start afresh. Okay, the time is now to start sowing those seeds. But be realistic, be grounded in the real world. Don't be chasing rainbows and unicorns. Make sure that everything is carefully thought out, well planned. Everything has a time and a season. So yeah, if you've got a project or you've got a dream that's realistic, now is the time. Now is the time to plan. Now is the time to sow. Now is the time to invest in your dreams. I'm kind of getting distracted by the Simon Says thing. Draw on what you know. That's the key message of the Ace of Coins. You've already got skills, you've already got knowledge, you've already got talents. So instead of going over after something that's quite unrealistic, make sure that it's something that you know can produce tangible results. But use your talents, use your skills, use your strengths, and the time is now to start. Okay. So, anything else before we go? Exactly, the game Simon Says it's perfect. Even though I'm asking questions, Simon Says it doesn't grammatically feel right. Let's see what we've got in comments. Double check the box. Yeah, there's definitely no card in the box. Because if you remember, I showed the insides of the pattern and everything. But you're saying, does the UK have the game Simon Says? Simon, do you know what it is? Oh, yes, we do. But we call it Simple Simon, which isn't a very pleasant term now, but it used to be Simple Simon Says. And then if you said Simon Says instead of saying Simple Simon Says and you carried out the instruction, then you was out. I've been first firework. Here's me saying I've had no fireworks so far. That was the first one. We used to play that as kids. I contacted Hay House and never got a reply. Well, if I don't, I'll make a video and I'll send them the link. Exactly the game. Simon Says it's perfect. Doesn't everyone fall asleep counting down from 78? Show me the money, Ace of Pentacles. Simon, you are therapeutic to watch sometimes at night. I'm soothed to sleep watching you. Not from boredom, but from soothing your conversations are. How soothing your conversations are. Well, thank you, Son of Sun. We do it differently. There's no simple in it, as I can remember, in the US. Well, that's good, because, yeah, it's not a really brilliant thing. But Chat away. I will count the cards, but my guess is the 77. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. Oh, there's no fun for you, really, is it? 75, 76, 77. Yeah, 77 cards. So it's missing the Shah of coins. Let's have a look at some comments before I head off. Oh, we do it differently. Yeah, I read that, didn't I? We just say Simon Says. So how do you catch people out? If you just say Simon Says, how does somebody get caught out? Because that's, here it's simple Simon Says, put your hands on your head. Everybody does simple Simon Says, scratch your knee. Simple Simon Says, stand on one leg. And then they'll go, Simon Says, clap your hands. And if you clap your hands, you're out because you hadn't said simple Simon Says. Stand up as well, sometimes they hide. It's definitely not here. I just took them out the box. And then if you tell them to do something without the Simon Says, they do it, they're out. Oh, I see. But wouldn't that be an obvious thing? I did the same thing when my guard was missing. I was looking on the floor, looking everywhere. It was like, I know I didn't drop it, but no, it was missing. I hope you can get a replacement. I'm sure I will. See my next comment. Yes. To trick people to get them out, you just give the command without saying Simon Says. Oh, right. So it's a little bit different how we do it here. All right, everybody. Well, I'm going to head off. So thank you. Simon Says spin left. Now clap. All right. I think I would pick that up quite easily. So thank you for being here, everybody. It's been lovely to catch up with you. I feel like I've done so many lives this week, what with Tuesday night, Thursday night, and now Saturday. I've got an itchy nose. But my next video will probably be a pen video, Carla, if you're watching. But yeah, anyway, it's been lovely to be here. Enjoy your weekend and stay safe if you're in the UK with the gunpowder treason and plot night. And I will see you next Saturday. If you want to come on, then drop me an email. All right, take care, everybody, and until next time. Go in peace. Namaste and blessed be.